All right, all right. LDWMMAC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. And you are live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Man, shout out to Mr. Bennett. Mr. Bennett is at this thing live. Y'all know Mr. Bennett. Mr. Bennett be leaving the comments, man. Mr. Bennett is live. I hope Mr. Bennett gets some great photographs, man. Hope he takes some photographs with fighters. Maybe even Mr. Bennett can get a drop from like Hannah Cifers or Angela Hill or somebody. Maybe he can do something. I don't know what Mr. Bennett is going to do, but let's talk about this fight. Damn, what a fight. I'm going to tell you right now, man, this fight was a good fight, man. Listen, man, I got mad respect for Hannah Cifers. I got a lot of respect for her, man. Hannah Cifers got a lot of heart. Hannah Cifers is about that life. Hannah Cifers be ready to throw down, okay? She ready to get into a blood war with you, okay? But despite all that being said, school was in session, and Angela Overkill Hill, she took Hannah Cifers to school. Hannah Cifers was in class taking notes, okay? She was taking notes because I'm going to tell you, the Professor Hill, went in there and just, boy, she handed the lecture down on Hannah Cifers' ass. This was an ass whooping. Okay, this was, look, if I look in the dictionary for the definition of an ass whooping, guys, this was it. Angela Hill beat the hell out of Hannah Cifers, okay? Round one, it was competitive enough. But I like how Michael Bisping, I like how he was trying to downplay what Angela Hill was doing. Angela Hill picked her apart. Hannah Cifers, she had her moments in round one, but it wasn't enough, man. Angela Hill did a good job of, keeping that range and really pumping that jab at the proper range. So Hannah Cifers couldn't even return fire. And, they were trying to hype up Hannah Cifers a little bit. I get it. You want to hype up the hometown girl, make her feel good, and, not feel so bad that she in front of her hometown getting beat up. And I know that's what you got to do as a commentator. They teach you that, okay? They do. But Hannah Cifers was nowhere winning this fight, man. She just wasn't winning it. Angela Hill was, doing a good job of countering. She was doing a good job of just making Hannah Cifers miss. And I was shocked, man. I saw a different version of Angela Hill. Like, this version of Angela Hill, she was poised, man. She was poised. She was sitting down on her punches. She wasn't running all around the octagon and jumping off the side of the cage and, doing all this damn crazy stuff that she does. Angela Hill was so composed and so technical that, I kind of had to sit there and I'm like, damn, you know what? This is a pleasant surprise. This is a very pleasant surprise, and I liked it. I liked what I saw to Angela Hill. Finally at 34, 35, Angela Hill is hitting her prime. They were saying that Angela Hill fought 5 times? She fought 5 times in 2019. That's a hell of a lot of fights, man. That's a hell of a lot of fights. But you know what? I feel like with each fight, Angela Hill is getting better and better. I feel like she is. And I feel like this version of Angela Hill is a beast. Okay, like round one, Angela Hill just kept the jab in Hannah Cifers' face. And Hannah Cifers, she really didn't know what to do or react to the jab. She tried to counter. But then what Angela Hill would do, she would pump the jab and then she would get back out of range. So every time Hannah Cifers tried to counter, it just wasn't there. So Hannah Cifers tried to get into close quarters. She tried to, get into a clinch to help her chances. Because Angela Hill got the range advantage. It didn't work, man. Because as soon as Hannah Cifers engaged in a clinch, man, look, Angela Overkill Hill reversed that damn thing, turned Hannah Cifers' ass on the back of that cage, and started kneeing her. And them knees to the body, man, I'm gonna tell you, them knees to the body, they was hurting Hannah Cifers. You can kind of tell, man. And even at the end of the round, man, toward the end of the round, Hannah Cifers, you can tell, man, because she started to drop her hands. And I'm like, yeah, man, Angela Hill, she hurt that body. And Angela Hill, too, was doing a good job of checking those kicks, man. Hannah Cifers was trying to, throw some leg kicks to slow Angela Hill down. And it wasn't working, man. Everything Hannah Cifers tried, it just didn't work. And then toward the end of round one, Angela Overkill Hill did a beautiful spinning back fist. And I'm talking about, man, it landed right on the money. Like Hannah Cifers was running in there with her chin up. Angela Hill threw that spinning back fist, stopped Hannah Cifers dead in her damn tracks. That's the end of round one, man. And you can kind of look at Hannah's face, man. It was kind of, starting to swell up. And in round two, it got really interesting, man. Angela Hill again was picking apart Hannah Cifers. Okay? Like, seriously. She was picking them apart. And Hannah Cifers was coming in, and she tried, man. She really, really tried to, push the action in round 2, and they engaged in a clinch. Angela Hill put her in a Muay Thai clinch. Hannah Cifers thought that she was about to dig them knees into the body again. Man, look, Angela Hill took Hannah Cifers' ass, grabbed her by the neck, and just slung her down. I'm talking about flung her to the ground like she was nothing. And then Angela Hill got into a full mount, and she beat the living hell. I'm talking about, man, look. She beat the North Carolina out of Hannah Cifers. I'm talking about, boy, she beat the Cipher out. Look, she whooped her ass. I'm talking about she was throwing these like nasty elbows. Then Angela Hill started throwing these punches. Then she started going back to the elbows. Then she started just, man, Hannah Cifers was trying to buck, trying to get off. It didn't work, man. It didn't work. Angela Hill annihilated this girl. And I'm talking about, man, Hannah Cifers could do nothing. Man, look. I was impressed. I was impressed with Angela Hill, man. I really was. And I like this evolution, okay? I like this evolution. I like how her skill set is evolving. Okay, Angela Hill is starting to become a mixed martial artist. And Hannah Cifers is tough, It's not like she's a garbage opponent. It's just Hannah Cifers, they just don't have a skill set, man. These 30-something-year-old veterans, like we saw with Roxanne Modafferi. When Roxanne Modafferi, she beat Macy Barber. These young girls, I admire their heart, man. I admire their heart, but man. You know what? The matchmakers, they need to be careful, man, when they putting these young girls in there. These young girls with like little to no experience. They need to be careful, man, because they think that some of these veterans are food. Man, look, Angela Hill ate this girl up. And sometimes I think the matchmakers don't really, they don't respect the experience, okay? The matchmakers don't respect that experience. They don't respect any of it. And that's why they think that Angela Hill is a mark. They think Randa Marcos is a mark. They think, Roxanne Modafferi, they think they're marks, okay? And so they're going to keep putting these young girls in there, and these young girls going to keep getting beat, okay? They are. I think the matchmakers, they need to keep some of these veterans out of there with these young 20-somethings. Let these 20-somethings get that experience because, at the end of the day, these young 20-somethings, they got the rest of their career ahead of them. These damn vets, man, they just making food out of these girls. And it was a good win, man. Angela Hill dominated this damn fight. And that's just all it is, man. I feel bad for Hannah Cifers, but I'm actually happy that Angela Hill won this fight. I am. I'm actually happy she won. I'm happy because, she has spent a lot of time just doing dumb stuff. Doing dumb stuff like trolling and, making fun of people. And I've seen Angela Hill doing a lot less of this. I'm seeing her doing a lot less of this, and she's finally taking MMA seriously. Like she's finally, and I'm not saying she wasn't taking MMA seriously back in the day, but now, at age 34, 35, I think the light bulb went on for Angela Hill. Like, I don't have time to be doing all this dumb stuff that I was doing. I got to focus on my craft. And that's what she's been doing. So respect to Angela Hill, man, for getting the job done. Okay, respect to Angela Hill. I think, she on like a, 3-4 fight win streak now. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe. Or, no, I think she, 4 in our last 5 or 3 of our last 4? I don't know. Somebody like Mary F will correct me. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.